Good afternoon and welcome back to Rogers for the 6A state tournament. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach, and this afternoon your number one ranked Conway Lady Cats open postseason play in the 6A quarterfinals, taking on the Fayetteville Lady Bulldogs. The journey towards a potential third championship in program history begins right here today for your Conway Lady Cats.
This is the place that we wanted to be, the number one seed in the Central. And Fayetteville did their job against Bryant. It was a tough ball game. Fayetteville jumped out to a huge start and Bryant came back, but Fayetteville came through in the clutch moments of the end of the ball game. So this is how it's supposed to be. All
right, Tim, just to help folks remember how the Lady Cats got here, or if you're tuning in, to some Lady Cat basketball for the first time this season, thanks for joining us. But it's been another one of those patented Lady Cat regular seasons. They played an intense non-conference schedule. Your nationally ranked Conway Lady Cats really went anywhere and everywhere to play the best competition possible. In January, during a long pause in conference action, they traveled to Washington, D.C. for a national showcase and played two other teams that are nationally ranked. And through all of that, they competed at a really high level in the 6A Central, finishing 11-1 in conference play and earning this one seed in a first-round bye. So they opened the tournament again in the quarterfinals, and this is not unfamiliar territory for Conway. The last time the Lady Cats haven't had a first-round bye, so haven't had a 1 or 2 seed out of the Central, was 2017, over 6 years ago.
Wow. I mean, the program is at a level that most programs in the state can only dream of. There are a couple that play this way. North Little Rock is also in that category, North Side as well. Conway is at the top of the heap right now, and that's where they like it. They like being chased. I think Ashley likes the chase mode. She does not want to be the pursuer.
Yeah. Now, while it has been another familiar path to get here for your Lady Cats, the story is a little different for the opponent this afternoon in the Fayetteville Lady Bulldogs, because while being in the quarterfinals is certainly not uncommon for Fayetteville, the way they got here is a little different. They're just the 4 seed out of the 6A West, and that's not just not where we are used to seeing a Vic Rimmer squad finish.
No, and they've got a couple of seniors. Winter Beck has been around. It seems like the Chloe Clardy has been around forever.
Yeah, a name we recall 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean she made the shot 2 years ago that took us down. So they do have some senior components, but this is relatively, in terms of contribution, we have 4 senior starters. I don't think they have, we'll see who they put up, but most of their contribution does come from some of the younger ladies, and they're a young team in terms of contribution.
We've already alluded to it, but let's just go ahead and speak directly about it. Of course, Fayetteville, not a squad that your Lady Cats are unfamiliar facing in the playoffs. It was just 2 years ago that these two programs faced off in the 6A semifinals. That year was in Fayetteville, and it was a gut-wrenching last-second loss for your Lady Cats. And these 4 seniors, man, they all remember it.
Oh, absolutely. And Winter Beck, again, was the one that made the layup. It was kind of a shot that she made, quite frankly, in the second half. She was pulling off on a regular basis. What we did not do well that game was we didn't shoot free throws. They put us on the line several times. We just didn't convert, and that cost us in that game, and Fayetteville was too talented to get by. This time we have the talent to overcome some of those things, but as we saw last year, we just have to make sure we finish.
Well, you're reading my mind. It bears mentioning, even as much as I don't want to recall it. But this Lady Cat season has set up very similarly to a year ago. Nationally ranked all season, the number 1 team in the state, a 1 seed, first-round bye. But a year ago, the Lady Cats did not play to their standard in the quarterfinals, and it ended short. And what many expected to be a potential championship run, all those championship expectations, they're here again this year. How do the Lady Cats avoid a similar fate today?
I think how they do that is they do what they've been doing since Washington. And that is they've come into every ball game with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They lost 3 games in a row. They lost to Central before they left, which was a big loss.
Yeah, on the road.
Right. Last year we went through the conference undefeated. If I remember that correctly, I think we had one defeat in the entire season.
Yeah.
So this year we've had some defeats. We had a 3-game losing streak, which is foreign territory for the Lady Cats. And I think that they came back hungry, and that chip on their shoulder, and they have played like that since then. They've had their moments. Every team does. You're gonna find we could be down today. It could happen. This team has just a different feel to it in terms of how they're approaching the game, a little bit of a chip.
A win today, and your Lady Cats will play in the semifinals on Saturday at noon. In the decade plus of the Ashley Hutchcraft era, the Lady Cats have reached the semifinals 7 times. So let's get it to 8 today, Tim Roach.
Why not?
Let's do it.
And we will play the winner of Northside Central. Is that correct? Yeah. So both teams that we're very familiar with. So there's just Conway, Fayetteville, Northside Central. It's all coming together. All of the demons that I want to put to rest are all before me.
Up until this season, Northside has been on our side of the competition in the 6A Central. This year, they moved to this 9 and 7 format. So 9 teams in the West. So Northside was the Central team to move out of the Central and into the West. So it's kind of where the conferences got unbalanced this year.
We have not played Northside this year, which is again a little strange. But in the West, I think I have this right. 3 teams finished 13-3. Bentonville, Northside, and Harbor. And Harbor won last night fairly handily. Northside at 13-3 could have been the number 1 seed. So I mean, it's all up for grabs. I mean, you can just toss them out right now, and it's the better team winning is all it's about now.
Well, we got to call the final game of the season for the Wampus Cats last night. We were glad to be able to bring that action to you back in Conway or wherever you're watching from tonight. 5 Sports Live on Twitter, 5 Sports on Facebook. You can reach out, let us know how you're watching and where you're watching from. We're happy to be able to do it. It's a long trip up here to Rogers, so glad to be able to bring this action all the way back home to Conway for the fans that couldn't make the trip today. We are just a minute and a half from tip, getting ready for, like what we said, hopefully another deep run for this Lady Cat program. And it's been a little bit of a drought. I was looking at the numbers again today. 4 years in a row they were in the finals. 2014, 15, 16, and then there was a gap year to 18. So not quite 4 years in a row.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 seasons. But it's been since 2018 since the Lady Cats have been able to make it back down to Hot Springs. Well,
again, last year I really thought there was something different with that team, and there was. I mean, they had a special run throughout the year. They just ran out of gas. That's the bottom line. I'm not sure if they took Central seriously or not. They lost by two large margins during the regular season, and that kind of it took everything off the rails there. This team again, I think, is just a little bit different. We're shooting the ball better. You got Bohannon from the outside who can really fill it up. You've had Alexis Cox who's come in here lately and done really what we expected her to do, which is inside outside. You've got Savannah playing well and rebounding well underneath the basket, and Chloe doing Chloe things. So, I mean, and then defensively, they've done some stuff, and they switched it up a little bit. They got this little 2-3 zone that I'm interested to see if we pull out today.
I am interested to see if we see that tonight as well, because it's like a third trick in the bag now that they can go to, and just curious to see if we will see it tonight, and if we do, how often we end up seeing it. All right, being the first game to open the quarterfinals action here today, we will have a Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence, and a playing of the national anthem to get things going here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, it is 6A quarterfinals girls state tournament action here on Conway Corp. Number 1 ranked Conway Lady Cats taking on the Fayetteville Lady Bulldogs. Starting with the Fayetteville starting lineups. 5'5" sophomore number 2, Whitney Brown. 5'6" freshman guard number 4, Charlie Rollins. Number 5, 5'8" junior guard Jayla Johnson. 5'6" senior guard number 14, Winter Beck. And number 33, 6'1" sophomore forward, Maisha Washington. Fayetteville 17 and 13 overall, 9 and 7. In 6A West place this year, they finished 4th out of the 6A West. Now starting lineups for your Conway Lady Cats. It's our familiar 5'5" senior guard number 1, Caden Beckwith. 5'10" senior guard number 13, Chloe Clardy. Number 21, 5' senior guard, Camille Brown. Sophomore guard, number 24, Alexis Cox, and 6'4" senior center, number 42, Savannah Scott.
Good chemistry with that starting lineup for the Lady Cats. You have a mix here of seniority in the Lady Bulldogs. A center who plays outside as well as she plays inside, so she'll bring Savannah out. You've got a shooting freshman, number 4, Charlie Rollins. You've got a good point guard in number 2, Whitney Brown. And then Jayla Johnson, a bit of a do-everything, kind of like Winter Beck. Winter Beck's the leader of the team, but Jayla Johnson can absolutely do anything as well. So good crew that Vic Rimmer has lined out. This will be a tough task for your Lady Cats.
And like you were mentioning earlier, pretty young crew for Fayetteville.
It is. And that's the reason why I think you see the record that way.
Conway will control the opening tip. We are underway here in Rogers.
Fayetteville starts out in a 2-3 zone.
They'll work it down inside to Savannah Scott. Savannah turns around with the right hand and silky smooth for Savannah.
Boy, I mean, that was one catch, one dribble, up and away. Nicely done by Savannah. Lady Cats start out in a man defense.
Winnie Brown swings it over. Alicia Washington gets it over to Winter Beck.
Winter can drive off the dribble, that's a walk.
And Jayla Johnson going to be called for the travel. So not even a minute underway. Lady Cats with an early 2-0 lead, and first offensive possession for Fayetteville ends in a turnover.
Yeah, they have been, but you saw very quickly how Maisha Washington will bring Savannah out. So that's going to leave some space. We stay in the man. It's going to bring Savannah out because she can make that 3.
Fayetteville will stick in the 2-3 zone.
And it's kind of a weird 2-3 zone. They've got Winter Beck playing kind of in almost like a rover spot.
Camille Brown, deep 3, but they're fighting for the rebound with Alexis Cox and Chloe Clardy getting in there too.
Yeah.
Neither one could control it.
Friendly fire. Camille's hit that shot, though, with much more consistency this year. Okay with her taking that shot.
Jayla Johnson defended by Alexis Cox. Alexis forces her into a turnover and then transition the other way, does not make the layup. She's going to get right back in there for a jump ball.
And I had a bad feel. I don't know why I had it, but I had a bad feeling there. Just got to go up strong with it. It's one of those that you just kind of lose. It's game time stuff. You got to make that layup.
You saw a little bit of hesitation.
Just
that last dribble.
Yeah. It's okay. A little nerves. That's okay. Still just a sophomore, Alexis, even though she seems like she's been playing for 4 years.
Washington at the top of the key, swings it over to Brown. And sets up a screen. Caden Beckwith going to work through that. Brown keeps it herself, and she gets Fayetteville on the board.
Yeah, good tough drive there. Went off the glass with the right hand. Nicely done.
Chloe Clardy, no hesitation. 3-point basket won't go. Camille Brown wisely pulls up. She'll guard Winter Beck coming down the floor.
Yeah, good job there not to get a foul. They tried to pick, and then the roll into the lane last time. It worked out very well. The double team kind of shifted off.
They get it to Washington at the top of the key again. Over to Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Defense kind of loses assignment, and Johnson's shot will fall.
Yeah, that's what they've got around. That's the same play, just on the other side, and this time we didn't have any help.
Camille Brown pulls quickly again. Chloe Clardy fighting for a rebound. It's tipped to Cox, and then over to Clardy for the easy bucket.
Yeah, nicely done. Boy, there was a foul down low they were not calling. Jayla Johnson had an arm wrapped around Chloe.
Winner back over to Washington. Washington short. The basket will not go, and Savannah Scott tips it over to Kaden Beckwith. Up to Chloe Clardy. Clardy's got an open lane.
Nice.
And she finishes strong with the left hand. Conway back on top.
She splits players in fast breaks better than anybody in high school basketball at this level for the girls. I mean, she's just elite level control to the basket.
Winner back trying to work that baseline. Kicks it out for the open three.
That's their shooter.
In and out. Camille Brown fighting for a rebound. Over to Savannah. Up floor to Alexis Cox. Over for Clardy for three. A little bit short, but gets the nice shooter's bounce and bangs on in. Conway, a 9-4 lead. Vic Rimmer wants a timeout. We will take it with them as well. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Live today up here in Rogers, Arkansas, 6A quarterfinals action for your Conway Lady Cats. Their first game of the state tournament. They've built a early 9-4 lead after the shooter's bounce for Chloe Clardy's three.
It was way short, and I mean curled over the rim. So we have a sub in. We have Samai Jordan in for Alexis Cox. Alexis getting a little work done, got hit in the face. Tough ball game. This is a contact sport.
Savannah, strong defense on Washington, gets a nice clean block. It's going to be out of bounds on Washington, and Conway basketball.
You know, that's a sign of a good block when you go up and block it back into
right
the
back
person.
Into him,
yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
9-4, Lady Cats a chance to continue to build out this lead. Open look for Samaya Jordan. She does not hesitate. Shot will not fall. And Fayetteville bringing it up. Camille Brown trying to step in front of Winter Beck, and she'll be called for contact.
Yeah, that's got to be a place where you kind of got to move your feet, give her just a little bit of room, but they're tired of that drive already. That's how they've made their points. First foul of the game.
Mariah Moss checking in. Sophomore, 6'1" forward. Both of their tall ladies down in the paint.
Twin towers,
both
yeah.
Sophomores and 6'1".
Bo's in the ball game now, replacing Camille. Still in the man, though.
Chloe guarding Washington now.
That's trouble. Good
Brown
hands.
loses control as Conway tips it away, and Chloe just got caught in no man's land.
Yeah, she picked up the dribble to go down and then had to bring it back down. That's unfortunate.
It'll be Fayetteville basketball on this side of the floor. Winner back to inbound. Gets it to Brown.
You got Chloe
Kate
on.
Beckwith getting the hand in there
boy,
again.
I mean, fast hands.
Johnson trying to find a seam. She does. Going to kick it out to Brown. They swing it over to Beck for three. Will not go. Savannah big on the boards.
That's not necessarily Beck's forte. She can knock that down. She's more of a penetrator with the basketball, so that's a little bit foreign. That's going to,
Emery Bohannon will not hesitate, and she just sinks it.
Yeah, that is absolutely pure, and that's one thing Fayetteville really didn't want to see right there is Bo getting going early, because once they start dropping for her, illegal screen.
Illegal screen called on Mariah Moss. And the last 2 buckets for your Lady Cats have been the 3-ball.
They've been of different sorts. One with some sort of wicked mojo, shooter's mojo to get in from Chloe. And that one, I don't know that it really even touched the net.
No.
Just kind of.
It was, I mean, she is usually pretty pure, but that was something else.
That was stroked out well.
2:40 to play here in the first quarter. 8-point lead for your Lady Cats.
We have 3 3-point shooters on the floor. Samaya Jordan, Bohannon, and Chloe that can all fill it up, and they go in. So, wow.
They get it into Samaya Jordan. Nice turnaround shot off the backboard and just a little off the mark.
Good hustle down the court by Caden Beckwith there, cutting off the penetration.
That's Morgan Gaines in, number 24 for Fayetteville now.
Senior, yeah.
They get it back to Gaines. She pulls up for 3. Short. Beck there to rebound, but it's blocked by Samaya Jordan, the sophomore, coming in from behind on Winter Beck.
Yeah, she's an absolute player. I mean, I really, really love her game. There was a lot of hype about her coming in.
Washington checking back in quickly, and Charlie Rollins back on the floor as well.
Not guarding the inbounds, guarding for the run to the basket.
Open inbound up for 3 over here. Charlie Rollins makes them pay.
Yeah, she can shoot. She's their designated shooter. She can absolutely fill it up.
Fayetteville content to stay in the zone.
And again, it's kind of a 2-3, but it's a weird 2-3.
Emery Bohannon again for 3. It's short, but Caden Beckwith there for the rebound. She goes up strong and draws the contact.
She's not scared.
No.
Caden Beckwith is, if there's one thing that she is not scared. She has done this all year long where she's the smallest person out there, getting the rebound, then going straight back up with it.
There's a lot of emotion she feels on the court. Yeah. Fear's not one of them.
Yeah. You can put that one in your hip pocket and say, yeah, not today.
Misses the first free throw. Camille Brown and Alexis Cox checking in. Alexis had to leave the floor earlier with what appeared to be a bloody nose.
Yeah, got to clean the blood off the uniform as well. There's a lot of work that was done by Jacob and crew down there.
Caden does hit the second, so Beckwith goes 1 for 2 at the line. Back to a 6-point lead for your Lady Cats. 1:40 to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Chloe on the shooter now. There you go.
She steals it away. Chloe using that speed, getting down floor, and a beautiful finish with the left hand, and Vic Rimmer wants another timeout. So 1:32 to play. The Lady Cats have extended the lead. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes, and we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
Back live here in Rogers, and making sure the scoreboard was getting corrected here in the gym. Our scoreboard was correct, but
every point we can get.
Yeah, 15-7 is the lead for your Lady Cats, and Vic Rimmer, he's already called 2 timeouts here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this has been, knock on wood, this has been a fairly foul-free kind of first quarter. We've seen the Lady Cats, one of their struggles, if you have to call out a struggle or two, has been early foul trouble and lots of fouls. Again, knock on wood, only 1 at this point for the Lady Cats, 2 on Fayetteville with 1:32 left.
Well, Lady Cats have shot 2 free throws, and that's all the free throws that have been shot in the game so far.
Yeah. Been a good quarter of basketball. Still in a man. Got Chloe staging. Yeah, there you go. Got to cut that off.
Lady Cats defense able to recover, and Chloe Clardy wide open on the other end. It's short, but there's Caden Beckwith back to Clardy.
Wow, that combination's worked pretty well on the missed 3. There you go.
Camille Brown will shoot on the baseline, in and out. Savannah Scott fighting for a rebound. Still trying to get control of it. She does. Then now finally gets the foul call. Goodness gracious. It was like a juggling act down there because so much contact.
So I'm 5'10", you know.
Okay.
Or
sure.
5'8" maybe. I don't know.
I'll just have to trust you on that
I have no
one.
idea what it's like to be that tall and just have everybody hacking at you at one time. I mean, it's got a tough position for Savannah. There you go, right there.
Inbound to Cox on the baseline, open three. It's a little too long, and they're going to get Clardy for just a touch foul.
Hey, that's ticky-tacky, and I have no idea. I mean, of all the contact in the world, that's not it.
It's just her first foul. She's going to take a seat for these. Imagine the final 49 seconds of this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate foul there.
Just 2 team fouls against your Lady Cats. Gaines being guarded by Bohannon. Get it down to Washington.
It's going to be hard to shoot over Savannah now. Now, Maisha Washington can shoot the three, that's for sure. Good switch over there by Savannah. Good job on defensively moving her feet.
Washington, her shot is rejected by Savannah Scott. And Conway controls it. Henry Bohannon.
And no foul.
No foul,
I mean,
but gets the shot. Tough shot.
That's a great shot.
And then Camille Brown's going to get called for a foul as Winter Beck hits the floor. I think their feet got tangled up, and Winter Beck is hurting.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and take a break here while they attend to her on the floor. Conway up 17-7, 9 seconds left to play in the first quarter. We'll take a little break here for an injury timeout here on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell, member of the Smith Ford family. Come to Smith Ford and get any Ford vehicle designed by you and built for you. Our experienced staff can help you custom order an F-150, Bronco Sport, or the all-new Ford Maverick. Smith Ford, providing affordable Fords for over 100 years.
Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway, exit 127 off I-40.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Transform your internet experience with Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi, powered by Plume. Full-strength, uninterrupted Wi-Fi everywhere in your home. Multiple devices, maximum streaming and uploading. Installed by our experts for peak performance. Buffering, over. Dead spots, gone. Easy controls manage your smart devices. And advanced security keeps it all safe. It's the smarter way to Wi-Fi. Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi. Upgrade now.
Back live here in Rogers, and you can hear how quiet it is here in the gym. As Winter Beck, they are just now getting her up, and appears she is having difficulty placing weight on that right leg.
They got tangled up. I wish I could have seen exactly what happened there. But that's just man, you got to hope for the best for Winter. She is such the heart and soul of this team. And
one of the few seniors that see significant time for these Lady Bulldogs, and was a huge part of their state tournament run 2 years ago when your Lady Cats faced off against them.
She said no to the device coming out. She's a tough cookie. Her dad, for Arkansas fans, they probably would recognize this, but her dad played for Nolan Richardson in the national championship team. Corey Beck.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So after what was, I guess, 3 or 4 minute break on the court, we will resume play here. 9.1 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Lady Cats have a 10-point lead, 17-7. Fayetteville set to inbound.
Staying in the man.
Down to 5. Brown's going to have to put it up. She gets it off. Goodness gracious.
I mean, what is it about this court?
We saw 3 quarters yesterday end with a 3 from the opponent. against your Wampus Cats. And
wow.
We're 1 for 1 so far here in the quarterfinals today. My goodness. Cuts the lead down to 7. Conway takes 17-10 lead into the second quarter. We'll have it next here on Conway Corp.
We so often anecdotally get from our customers, hey, we've come to your store and it just feels different. And they really have a hard time explaining why that is, what that is, how they feel that way. But I think our customers need to come experience for themselves and understand why Caldwell Cares means something here and why it feels different here and why we're here to help you buy a car, not to sell you a car. And that's kind of our approach.
Back live here in Rogers, and I think I've just about got Tim cooled off after that last second three to end the quarter.
4 out of 5 quarters. Now, up here, we've seen against the Wampus Cats, the last second three, desperation threes go in. That's
3 times last night against your Wampus Cat boys team, and 1 for 1 so far here against the Lady Cats.
Bizarre is what it is.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so they've brought in Gaines to play kind of the position.
Looks like they're more into a kind of a 1-3-1 now. They get it down to Savannah. Double
Nice
team,
pass.
gets it to Alexis. Tough shot. Well contested. They're going to call Savannah for contact on the rebound attempt.
Yeah, I mean, and Alexis got hammered when she went up for the shot. No foul called. 4 fouls for your Wampus Cats now. That's the first on Savannah.
It looks like the Lady Cats are going to settle into the 1-3-1. Samaya Jordan getting a hand on a deep pass there. Rack up another deflection for Samaya. Gains to inbound. Gets it to Brown.
Trap there on the side. Trap up here.
Cut off by Cox. Cox got a hand on it, and she ends up with it up to Beckwith. Beckwith, what a job
Left hand.
getting distance with the body and soft finish with the left hand.
That's nice. Ooh, almost a steal there as well. Hot, really active.
Another deflection for Samaya, and she tipped it off. What a play by Samaya Jordan. Pushing it back off Charlie Rollins, and it'll be Conway ball.
2 deflections in the same process. They've been going down to the baseline, and Samaya with 2 deflections down there. Nice job.
Samaya open for 3 on the left corner, and just unloads.
Yeah, she's outside, inside. This is you're seeing more and more of her this year as the year's gone on. Next year, you're going to love watching this cat play. She can absolutely feel it.
Long pass over to Washington.
Looks like we're in the 1-3-1 here.
Yeah. 3-point attempt from Johnson off the mark. Chloe Clardy trying to chase it down, and she is going to be fouled. Or no, they're going to say Conway calls a timeout. All right, so Lady Cats call a timeout. 22-10 lead. It has expanded to 12. Back in 30 seconds here on Conway Corp.
When you choose First Security, banking is just the beginning. Here, we take care of each other, making the community we all share even stronger. So people in Arkansas can build a life, buy a home, run a business, and more. Strength in numbers and neighbors. It's another way First Security helps Arkansas bank better. And it's why you should call on us today. First Security, bank better.
Lady Cats have extended the lead to 12, 22-10, just a minute and a half into the second quarter.
Yeah, it looked really good both defensively and offensively. Missed a couple of outside shots and a couple of close ones. But overall, you got to be happy with how they're playing offensively.
Lady Cats have hit 3 threes. They feed it down to Savannah Scott on this possession, and Savannah again, such a strong move. And a just beautiful finish with the right hand.
And there's nothing you can do about that. When she's going to be that effective with the ball, you just can't stop that.
Charlie Rollins' shot won't go. Brown there to rebound. And a fresh shot clock for Fayetteville. We're going to get a 3-second call on Maisha Washington.
Yeah, I think she had probably designs that shot was going to go up, and she was going to, and it just kind of a camp out there.
Washington will take a seat, as well as Johnson for Fayetteville. And in now, for the first time, Kyra Ball, 5'8" sophomore guard for the Lady Bulldogs. Whew, Savannah's having to work hard down there on Moss. Looked like they were having designs to get it to Chloe down there.
They've gone to the man defense now.
Gonna call Caden Beckwith for a travel. 5:29 to go, 24-10, Conway on top here in the second quarter. Brown brings it up for Fayetteville, swings it over to Gaines.
All right, yeah, you got to get it across half court. And that was painfully close to the 10-second rule.
Open shot for Brown. She's the shooter. You mentioned it. She's been able to knock that one down.
They're going to stay in this man, it looks like. Now they're sagging down low. You can see with Caden's cover is down low, double teaming Savannah there. So they're going to do that, but play man elsewhere. Yeah.
Shot clock down to 10.
Yeah, mismatch down low with Chloe, so she was trying to post up.
Deep three for Bohannon. Long rebound for Scott. Back to Bohannon. Another shot at it. She hits it the second time.
Can't give her two.
And I think that's the second three here in the first half for Bo.
Trying to figure out what we got here. We've got like it's a 1-3-1 now.
They get it down to Moss. She gets Emery Bohannon up in the air and got a good look at the basket. Couldn't complete it, and then she'll be called for the foul. Bo, man.
She's tough.
You're not going to win a battle with Bo. I just am convinced.
Well, we've done a really good job, by the way, on the three-point shots that have not gone in, getting that long rebound out. You've had Caden get a couple of them. That time Savannah with the pickup. And we've scored on most of those second opportunities. They're going to fly out to the three-point now. That's going to create some opportunities for penetration.
Clardy gets the long baseline jumper to fall. Clardy quietly with 11 points.
I mean, just how you turn around and she's got 11. So we are doing kind of a trap here off this 1-3-1 right there.
Another open shot.
Good block. Yeah, Camille. She is so good at blocking a three-point shot.
Just impressive recovery. It's going to be Emery Bohannon locking up for the jump ball. She will still not let go. I'm not going to be the last to let go, says Bohannon.
Yeah, you can't back Bo into a corner down there. That's not going to happen.
Well, someone's got to inbound. 14 seconds on the shot clock as Brown inbounds for Fayetteville. Get it out to Washington. She'll step back for the three. Off the back of the rim, and Clardy gets the rebound.
Yeah, good to oh, wow.
Behind the back, loses control of it.
Yeah, they had too many Lady Bulldogs in one spot.
Camille Brown, great job.
See, perfect, Camille. Moved, to your point, you're going to make she moved without making the contact. Whoa, what is that?
Oh, Bohannon working hard on the other end. She's getting up slowly.
Yeah.
Feed it down to Washington, and Fayetteville gets something going in transition.
Yeah, that was good rotation by them. So they're going to stay in this kind of man with a double team on Savannah.
Chloe Clardy, perfect feed to Savannah. Scott counts the bucket. She'll go to the line for one.
Yeah, upper body strength there. That's going to work. Great pass. Great entry pass. There was nothing the defender could do. Who was it on two? Yeah.
That's on Brown. That's her second.
Yeah, nothing she could do from the backside. I mean, it's almost just kind of let it go.
Savannah's free throw attempt rattles in and out. It's a 16-point lead now for your Lady Cats. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half.
They're going to throw over the top of this 1-3-1. And if you catch the ball well, if you make it happen, you can get a good three off quickly. Otherwise, it's a problem.
Gaines trying to work the baseline.
Right there.
Yep. Cross-court pass is picked off by Samaya Jordan. Jordan's just going to keep it all the way, rattles in and out on the layup attempt.
Had several of those. That's going to go up.
Brown pulls up for three. That's her third.
That side spin on that shot. That's not the purest of forms, but boy, she's making it happen.
Cuts the lead down to 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Need to finish a little bit better at the basket, right there.
Nice touch down to Savannah Scott. Well contested shot, rattles in and out.
That is like 3 in a row.
That's a travel.
Oh my gosh.
Looked like going to be a travel on Charlie Rollins.
Well,
instead.
I thought that was
They're going to call a foul on Chloe, or was it on Camille Brown?
I mean, that's just a terrible call.
It's on Camille, and that
it's her third.
He said third, but
I think it's her third. Maybe it's her second.
Well, in any event, she is off the floor.
I mean, that was an illegal screen of major magnitude and no call.
Clardy on Rollins all over.
Samaya
Jordan
seconds.
all over Johnson. Ball going up strong, draws the contact from Bohannon. And we've got 1:29 to play. The ball will go to the free throw line. That's a 16 foul against your Lady Cats.
Yeah, we've got to finish at the basket a little bit better. We've had a couple of opportunities here, and just haven't got to go down point blank range. Just got to make those happen.
Ball misses the first. Second free throw off the mark as well, so no damage done for your Lady Cats. Henry Bohannon making her move. Gets it off to Alexis Cox. Alexis just hammered down there. It'll be Fayetteville ball.
Yeah. That's going to go up. Now she fumbled it.
Instead, it'll be up and under. Missed by Ball, and here comes Conway.
Great
what
outlet.
A pass up court to Chloe Clardy, and the speed from Clardy to finish.
Yeah, the great pass, super catch, good balance there by Chloe. Get under control as she's underneath the basket. That's hard to do.
Lead back out to 15. Another chance to get a defensive stop here for the Lady Cats.
Pretty high spot for the screen there. Chloe's on the shooter.
Rollins trying to work. Chloe trying to get a hand in there. It's tipped away finally by Bohannon. Cox ends up with it. Just going to move over to her right, cross over. And the Lady Cats going on a little run here.
Yeah, nice split. I was begging for her mentally to pull it back out, but she saw the seam. Nicely done by her.
Brown on the other end. Her shot's off the mark. Washington there. And Beckwith coming in from behind. They're going to call her for contact. No, they're going to call it on Savannah. Or no, excuse me, on Alexis.
It's so bad. That is so bad.
So it'll be 2 free throws with 9.1 seconds to play for Washington. She hits the first. Gaines checks in for Ball.
9 seconds left in the half, right?
Yep.
All right, so plenty of time.
Washington hits them both. Bohannon will bring it up. Down to 5. Excuse me, that's Jordan. Loses control. Fayetteville's going to get it. And they will get no last-second shot off. So the Lady Cats, after all of that, take a 15-point lead into the half, 35-20. Lady Cats on top here in the 6A quarterfinals. All right, collectively, let's all take a deep breath.
Not yet.
And I'm mostly speaking to Tim Roach, but for all of you back home as well. Big breath in, big breath out. Got about 10 minutes here at the half. And we'll have the second half of action for you here in a bit on Conway Corp.
Sure. Interventional cardiology is a field of medicine where we deal with heart problems and problems in cardiac structure and function. Our most important job probably is stopping heart attacks. You know, when people show up acutely. Beyond that, we deal with all the complications of long-term heart disease. Several years ago, we started a screening program for athletes with the goal of preventing sudden cardiac death. You know, we all see, you know, somebody on TV every year who drops dead during a football game or basketball game, and there are certain things that we can screen for to try to prevent that. You know, identify those people early, fix problems that can be fixed, and you know, potentially keep athletes from having unnecessary, you know, bad outcomes. Receiving a cardiovascular diagnosis quite often does not mean the end of the career. You know, it may mean some changes in particular sport they participate in. It may mean that they need certain medications or a little bit closer monitoring, but we do everything we can to make sure that there's some way for an athlete to continue to participate in something they enjoy. Well, the key is exercise. You know, ideally we want 30 minutes of some kind of high-intensity exercise 5 days a week. If, you know, studies show that there's actually up to a 30% reduction in mortality if they do that lifelong. The key is not to just be the greatest high school athlete and then fall apart after that, but we want to see a lifelong pattern of exercise. You know, my goal is always, you know, never to restrict anybody from doing anything they want, but to figure out how I can support keeping them in the activities that they like. Conway Regional is unique in that we've got a great mix of high-tech, you know, capabilities. Unusually, we have unusual capabilities for a community hospital, you know, for a regional hospital of our size. But we still have a staff and really a culture that is hometown. You know, everybody who's working there is somebody's cousin or neighbor or goes to church with them. And so there's this sense of community that's really unusual compared to any institution I've ever been around. And when I have to send patients somewhere else, they always come back complaining that it's not like Conway Regional. Physical aspects of Conway Regional are night and day compared to when I first, you know, came here. We've had an incredible expansion of specialty care. There's very little in the heart realm that we can't take care of. Conway Regional's investment in technology and capabilities for the community so that you don't have to go somewhere else have really been amazing.
The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this state basketball tournament game, is a voluntary, nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. We're about 2 minutes and 40 seconds away from the second half beginning here in Rogers. It's a 15-point lead for your Lady Cats, but I'm telling you, Tim, at times it didn't feel like we're taking a 15-point lead into the half.
That's my fault. Tension levels with me stay high at state tournament time. And
I mean, I feel it. I feel you.
But here's the thing. I mean, we've kind of, to be honest, we've shot ourselves in the foot a few times.
Yeah.
This could be a little different story. I think we played great defense. And, we don't have really anybody in huge foul trouble, not like we've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been real active. We went into the 1-3-1, and it caused a few disruptions. They did get the last two. We were up 17, and they had 2 free throws there at the end, and we didn't get a shot off to end the half. But point-blank shots, we've got to finish. Just got to find a way to finish those.
What's crazy, though, is we shot 48% from the field in the first half, but it feels worse than that because, like you mentioned, there have been a few, like 3 or 4 maybe, just right there at the basket and couldn't finish.
I mean, you're not gonna have a really high percentage on 3-point shots, so you're expecting to miss a few of those. That's just it's a bit of a if you're shooting 35%, that's great.
Yeah, they're 31% in the first half, 4 for 13.
There you go. But point blank shots, and I know some of them have been contested, but we've missed a couple that have not been contested.
Another thing that's been a little strange is, you mentioned not a ton of fouls called in the first half, but as a result, also not many free throw attempts, just 7 combined between both teams.
Yeah. Now, it's been a pretty clean. I mean, to be honest, it's been pretty clean in terms of that stat, but there's a few things we need to clean up.
One thing that we have failed to follow up on, and I want to correct that now, is Winter Beck, a senior for Fayetteville, went down with an injury. I think it was like pretty early in the second quarter.
It was.
And I can see her behind her bench. It just does not appear like we're going to see Winter Beck on the floor again for the Lady Bulldogs.
Yeah,
she's still dressed out, but just body language, I'm going to say I don't expect to see her again.
Yeah, that would be, given how she just walked off, or did not even walk off the court, how she had to be up off the court. And really unfortunate, great player. I hate to see that.
Yeah, you really, our thoughts and prayers go out to the Beck family. You hate to see it go that way for anyone, but especially a senior here in the state tournament. So, but your Lady Cats will inbound to start the second half with a 15-point lead. All the starters back in, and all of them with just 1 foul apiece. Well, except for Caden Beck, which she's got 0.
Yeah. Let's don't give Caden a foul. I mean, that would be terrible.
I'm sorry, Caden. I'll do better next time.
All right, they're playing in a 1-3-1. Well, I can't really tell what this is, actually.
Emery Bohannon from the right corner. 3rd three-pointer of the game for Bo.
I watched her during the second half warm-ups, and she was draining them, so good to see that stroke.
What a start to the third quarter for the Lady Cats. They're going to get Alexis Cox for the bump on Washington.
That's 2 fouls that they've called out here way away. It didn't have any impact on the play. I mean, you have to call it both sides like that.
That will be Alexis's 2nd foul. Whitney Brown's had a hot hand from 3.
Yeah, and this is also one that can do it as well. The little freshman has a really good stroke from the outside.
Johnson with the push off. She strong, goodness gracious. 2 players with strong contact on your Lady Cats, and Savannah Scott still on the floor. She took hard contact coming down for a rebound. Don't know if she got hit in the face.
I think it's her
or her shoulder.
Arm, yeah.
So 7:05 to play. Savannah Scott still on the 4. They're going to get her up quickly, though. I think she's okay. Yeah, I think it was the face, but you just never know. You know, the way it happened, probably, I'm assuming maybe got poked in the eye.
Incidental, I'm sure, but the thing about it is that's contact. You got to be able to make that call.
Well, and that coming right after a really strong screen by Mariah Moss on Emery Bohannon.
You know,
and it legal.
No,
absolutely.
It
was illegal.
But here's the thing, though. This has a feel of them trying to tighten up the game against the Lady Cats. We see that a lot.
Beckwith kick out to Cox on the baseline, open 3. It won't go, but there's Beckwith fighting for a rebound. Cox is going to end up with it.
Nice.
And her second chance attempt for Alexis Cox falls.
So strong.
She's got 4 points now. Kaden Beckwith hits the floor. Gets back up quickly.
Samaya Jordan out covering the 3.
Rollins taking it all the way in. Alexis Cox planted, picks up the charge.
Yeah, really good plant there. Had good backside defense, and she tried to go in. I mean, great move by the freshman. Went in with the left hand. That was a really great move. Just too far underneath, too fast.
And the way she was coming around, I don't even think she could see Alexis.
Right, yeah. Well, I
Back
can't
over
believe
to
that
Cox.
didn't go.
Yeah, this 2 in a row. I couldn't believe.
You've got Alexis Cox working down low.
Kaden Beckwith getting in the 3-point game.
That's it. Not a kid.
And Vic Rimmer wants a timeout. 43-22. The lead has expanded to 21 here in the third quarter. Back in 30 seconds here on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
So it's an 8-2 run for your Lady Cats to start the third quarter, and the lead is expanded to 21.
Yeah, and really a great job defensively. It's been kind of a shutdown. We've had a couple of moments where we've battled with them down low, cut off. We had a good charge set up by Alexis Cox. So they've got, without Winter, they've got to find some other points, because she was worth a lot of points to them. Most of it from driving the ball to the lane. So they're going to have to find those points, and where you got to figure it's going to come from is from the shooting that they can do. They've got 3 girls that can really light it up from the outside.
It is a great call out, though, Tim. I mean, that really has gone away since Winter Beck has been off the floor.
Yeah, another push off. See, that is twice now that they have pushed off up top. They caught that.
Stolen away by Chloe Clardy.
Thank you very much.
Clardy's just going to do it all herself.
Great finish. That angle on that finish, so tough. That is seriously tough.
10-2 run now for your Lady Cats.
That's good position by Bo. Ran to the spot, got there ahead of time.
Another push off. Tim Roach can't believe it. 5-second call. Great defense from Emery Bohannon. And a great job by the other 4 for not letting anyone get open.
Yeah, no, I mean, so you're great defense there. But, again, for my penchant for calls, if you're going to call the touch fouls out there, you're going to need to call the arm bar as they drive.
Kaden
nice.
Beckwith over to Cox. Back out to Samaya Jordan. Swing it over to Bohannon.
They're going to force us to try to shoot some.
Clardy will not hesitate. The highest of high arcs.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something. When her shot goes through, it's a little bit like Bo's, but when her shot goes through, it's got that little extra arch to it. It just sounds so good going through the net.
13-2 run now.
Great
Brown.
move. That is a great
that was impressive.
Yeah.
Brown makes it 13-4 now.
Let Caden tie her shoe while we're running some offense.
Yeah, why not?
Slow it down a little bit.
Coach Hutchcraft. Oh, man. the faces.
All right, so they are playing man in kind of a sag man, but they don't have to for Savannah.
Alexis Cox double pumps and short on her three-point attempt.
Cut loose early.
Bohannon gets back defensively, affects the shot. Fayetteville will keep it alive.
Yeah, good play by Maisha.
Rollins, pump fake. Gets the three off, but it will not go.
Caden seems like she's leading the team in rebounds. Love it when she gets that going.
Bohannon deep three is short.
See that coming. A little quick trigger. Got to get down.
Brown just going to do it all again. Picks up the light contact.
I mean, she didn't even touch her.
Gets the bucket to fall. Savannah Scott, Camille Brown checking back in. Good to see Savannah back on the floor.
Yeah, you've got to be able to stop that penetration. I mean, she had her mindset from about half court. You've got to stop that from happening. As phantom foul, I'm not going to even talk about that, but you cannot allow that penetration because at that point you're stuck. Your feet, there's no way you're going to slide in front of that. And so just great job that time by Fayetteville, just getting it down the court. Whitney Brown's she's got 15 points. I mean, that's 15 of the 27 will come from her.
Savannah Scott comes back to life.
Great move with the left hand.
What is she, 3 for 3 on attempts down there in the paint? Get it to her some more.
Well, she doesn't have anybody big on her at this point. It's a mismatch anytime she gets the ball down low.
Chloe Clardy just going to steal it away.
Quick hands.
Clardy gets the hesitation, draws the contact in, and she'll go to the line for two as Jelani Davis is about to check in for the first time.
Chloe having some words for Coach as she finished there. I think she was like, why can't you make that?
Can't make them all, Coach.
Yeah.
I've given you 19 points.
I mean, come on. I've got over 2,000 points. Setting all kind of records, you can back off of the two. I'm guessing that's what Ashley said to her.
Well, and the all-time leading scorer now, right, for Conway as well?
Yeah.
It's I mean, let's just call it what it is. It's generational talent that has come through here the last 4 years, and we've seen some other generational talent in the past as well. But she
and different,
unquestioned.
I mean, they're all. I mean, you can rattle off the names of the greats that have come through here, but she's leading them all.
Yeah.
I mean, points-wise, she's leading them all. So she is definitely one of a kind. Going to miss her on the court. That's a good, solid screen.
Camille Brown just cutting it off at every angle.
Stay back a little bit, Savannah. Don't pick up foul. Don't pick up a foul.
And the Lady Cats force them into a throwaway. Maya Jordan to inbound to Alexis Cox.
Okay, so you got Maya, Alexis, Camille, Maya Taylor, and Savannah. This is a different five.
Oh, excuse me. That's a Maya Taylor. I said it was Jelani Davis.
Yeah. Working some clock. That's okay. 25-point lead.
Finish it down to Scott.
Solid.
Wow.
Savannah Scott.
Savannah in double figures.
Looked good. She's looked good tonight. That's just so sweet on that move.
Well, you just want everybody playing at their best at this point of the season. And Savannah, I mean, she's just a great defense right there. It's going to lead to another turnover. Alexis end to end. Can't get it to drop, but she'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, good finish. The contact, she tried to split too much of the contact to knock her off of her shot, but she has no hesitation as it relates to that. I mean, I keep thinking, okay, she's going to back it out. No. Just drive it to the basket, Alexis, absolutely.
Let's just call her One Direction.
Well, listen, and the thing about it is, and what we haven't really seen from her tonight, is where how many points does she have?
Now.
She has 5.
Yeah.
So not a lot of points tonight from Alexis, and so she's done it other ways defensively and working the game. And she'll work the middle when Savannah's out. She'll work the middle. But she changes the pace of the game when she's going. And you're going to see her next year. You're going to see her playing some of the middle. And you're talking about somebody that can knock down the three in the middle and then run the court.
Well, when you start to think, like, who's going to pick up just the bulk of production in terms of points, Alexis Cox is one of those names that's going to be at the top of the list.
You got three out there that are going to put up some points. Good block.
Block for Savannah Scott. That's her third tonight.
That was nice.
Emery Bohannon working hard on Johnson. Almost tipped it away.
She got to be. I thought she was going to. It's double.
Down to 3 seconds. Emery Bohannon still there.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
I thought it was going to happen again.
Fayetteville will get a second look at it, and Johnson makes him pay that time.
Yeah, that was kind of a wild.
Sours what was looking to be a great defensive stand. Bohannon's shot short on the other end. It's going to be out on Beckwith with 1:10 to play here in the third quarter.
Leading by 27.
Rollins checks back in for the Lady Bulldogs.
Kind of in that moment there when we get to the fourth quarter where we've got to, if we can play some good defense here and get a couple of shots knocked down, might have ourselves a chance to be able to get out of here a little early. But a little bit of basketball will be played before that.
Brown at the free throw line. Money.
Yeah, if she keeps the ball in her hands, that we'll have trouble getting there. She's had a great night.
17. Yeah, 17 points now to lead Fayetteville.
Nothing there, good pull out. Working a little clock here, I like it.
Back over to Camille Brown, swing it over to Taylor. Taylor, thought she was going to go.
She was getting ready to lift off.
She will this time and sinks it for three.
Kid. No hesitation next time. Take it up next time. That's right. This is going to go up.
Brown open, doesn't take it, man.
Holy cow. Well, trying to get the last shot there, but boy, I would have taken that. As good
Down
as
to
she's
7, makes her move, lofts it up, draws the contact on Savannah Scott. She'll go to the line.
I mean, what is she supposed to do? She's standing there, arms up.
Conway foul number 42, Savannah Scott, her second.
I guess the official would say not foul.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so yeah, don't foul. I mean, I guess that's what he would say because that's.
That's how he called it, man.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't even try to come down on top of it.
Brown gets the first one to go. She's at 18 now. I think she might be tied now for the overall lead in all scorers. Can't remember where Clardy ended off.
Yeah. Looking to go to 19 here. Good player, man. I'm really impressed with her. And she's
a sophomore.
Yeah, wow.
Last look here for the Lady Cats. High off the backboard, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Just 8 minutes left. A trip to the semifinals on the line for Conway. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
It began in 1997 with one goal, community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Back live here in Rogers, 3 quarters down. A nice, substantial lead for your Lady Cats as we head into the fourth quarter. I'm not gonna say Hayes in the barn yet to quote the great Monty Rowell, but we're getting close.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. If anybody ever wonders what Levi and I talk about, if you think I complain about stuff on the air, you should listen to me off the air. So, but I'll admit my homerism runs very deep, and I want every call. And I try to tone it down a little bit. Boy, this is a chance for your Lady Cats here. They can just defensively get a couple of stops, get a couple of shots, and we can. At that point, you could put some hay in the barn.
They outscored Fayetteville 24-13. in the third quarter. Washington
Good start by
getting things going early for Fayetteville here. You got 3 Lady Cats in double figures. Alexis Cox quickly pulls up for 3 on the other end, and Fayetteville gets the ball back very quickly. Kick it out to Rollins. Deep three. Rebound Brown. She'll pull it back out, then go back in. Short jumper. It won't go. Chased down by Samaya Jordan. And stolen away. So some chaos to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, good quick basket by Fayetteville. We're going to go again.
Stolen away this time by Clardy.
Spread out a little bit.
Lady Cats have numbers. Clardy will just keep it herself. All kinds of contact. But
How is
Camille
that
Brown,
not a foul?
Camille Brown will chase it down. Clardy's
Short.
3 is short.
How is that not a foul?
Lead stays at 24 for your Lady Cats. Brown. It'll stay on this side.
No.
I'm just glad there wasn't a foul called there, too.
Well, no, we didn't even touch it.
Brown's a little confused as well. She will inbound. Get it to Washington right there, point blank. A nice run to start the fourth quarter for Fayetteville.
Backed out the trailer. There's no hay going anywhere. Got to play some defense. Got to shoot the ball well. Don't settle for some threes here. How about we try to work the ball, get it down low to Savannah?
Savannah, 11 points tonight. She has been
That's
money
a foul?
every time they've gotten it down there to her. It's tipped away. Well, everything going Fayetteville's way right now. Johnson blocked by Savannah. Alexis Cox will end up with it. I really think that's 4 or 5 blocks tonight for Savannah Scott. And Coach Hutchcraft wants a timeout. I don't blame her. Let's stop the bleeding here.
I mean,
we will take it with them. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell, member of the Smith Ford family. Come to Smith Ford and get any Ford vehicle designed by you and built for you. Our experienced staff can help you custom order an F-150, Bronco Sport, or the all-new Ford Maverick. Smith Ford, providing affordable Fords for over 100 years.
Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway, exit 127 off I-40.
Live in Rogers the last 2 days. We were, excuse me here. Sorry, had to check here and make sure our power doesn't get pulled off as someone was trying to go over our ramp the wrong way.
A lot of crews here.
Justin King helping things out, keeping it clean here. Man, oh man. Sorry, got a little distracted, but that was important. It has been, I guess, a 4-0 run to start the fourth quarter here.
I think 5.
Is it 5 now?
Yeah, we're 27-point lead.
And it's down to 22 now. Okay.
So they've gone back into a kind of a switching man. It's a foul. Good solid move that time by Alexis to get around and cause the contact.
First, second, team scored.
6:01 to play in the game. Lady Cats trying to get the inbound to Alexis Cox. It's going to be out on Kyra Ball. Conway got a break there.
Man, I didn't see where that pass was going to be anywhere close to being involved.
The inbound to Clardy this time. Rollins looks like she twisted her ankle a little bit there as Chloe knocks it down. She's across the 20-point margin now. She's got 21.
That's one of those jumpers that, nobody flying at you, just a good, but it's hard to make, that mid-range. Nice.
Clardy's going to get another steal here. Gets it up to Camille Brown. Camille in and out off the left hand, but Samaya Jordan cleans it up.
Nice. Good teamwork there by your Lady Cats. Man defense. Pick, drive around the pick.
Brown's shot won't go. It'll stay on this side as it's going to be off of Conway.
Rotating in now for Fayetteville.
Moss checking back in for Washington.
Johnson, I believe, as well, right? I'm sorry.
Number 5.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson.
Yeah. Brown inbounds. Get it over to Moss. Moss making a really athletic move. Shot will not fall for her. It's a 26-point lead for your Lady Cats.
Under 5 now. Content to just kind of pull it out, work a little bit. Don't settle for anything long. If it's there, take it. But that right there.
Nice feed into Savannah Scott. Savannah, 13 points.
Boy, she's had a great night. Just a super night tonight. That was one of the matchups I was really interested in, too, because Maisha is such a good shooter from the outside, bringing Savannah out. But Savannah's outplayed down low, outplayed everybody.
Maya Jordan working hard against Brown. 3-point attempt up, won't go for Fayetteville. Lady Cats end up with a hard-fought rebound. Alexis Cox
move.
making her move, gets in the paint, pull-up jumper off the back of the rim. Second chance will go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, 30-point ball game for your Lady Cats. The clock will run for the final 4 minutes here in the quarterfinals. Just an impressive performance. Not their best, but they kept on chugging along.
Can you believe it? We're sitting here complaining about some of the things, and we're still with a 30-point win. So I don't apologize for the critique. A little substitution here for players to come in.
I think it's going to be a timeout.
Are they going to give them a timeout? Okay.
Yeah, for Conway.
All right.
All right, well, we're going to keep it here this time because we can all excel now.
Yeah. I've gotten what I come here for. But no, I mean we've done some things tonight that even with some point blank misses, some turnovers carelessly, those things that coach will clean up. I mean, we're going to have those every game, but even still, you're up 30 on Fayetteville, and I mean it's just a heck of a performance by your Lady Cats. It's the only way to say it.
30-point lead. We're under 4 minutes to play. Olivia Cox in the ball game now, as well as Jelani Davis.
Maya's in.
Maya Taylor back in.
So now you have. They're going to make her what? What's the deal? Oh, well, she can't go in just yet, and that's the way your sister does it. No, you're not coming in yet. I'm still going to get points. I'm going to get a basket here, and then you can.
Such a sister move.
Man, what a terrible thing to do, Alexis. You think you? Wow. I mean.
Oh, can she come in now?
Yeah, now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Very.
There'll be some words. There'll be some words going back to the hotel. What are we doing now?
They're going to put Alexis back in?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, gosh. Okay, well, here we go.
Anyway.
You know, we've talked about – we keep mentioning, like, missed shots. Your Lady Cats have still shot 50% from the field.
That's the thing. It feels like so much more than that, but, man.
Olivia Cox will not hesitate there.
That looked good. I like the rotation on that. Good defense there. Slow it down a little bit.
So no starters in the game. We will not see any of the starters again.
Need to get Bo out of there, I think.
Delaney Bowers, senior. Fayetteville gets some points on the board in her final game.
Senior. Now, Lady Cats.
Stolen away. Well, ended up being back with the Lady Cats here, but.
Lady Cats probably, I mean, if they get an open three, I mean, you saw Olivia take a shot. I mean, this is a crew that's wired to shoot. So you might see them work some clock, but then again, you may not.
You may see them just pull up quickly. Yeah.
That's going to go
here
up.
again, Olivia Cox. Fighting for a rebound in there is Bohannon. Her second chance will not fall.
Yeah, it's a great battle, though.
And it'll be Fayetteville ball, as forgot to mention Elena Furman checked in for the Lady Bulldogs. And your favorite's about to check in for the Lady Cats, sophomore Nikki Rodriguez.
Stop the clock.
I don't know if I have permission to call her Nikki. She's listed as Nicole.
Nicole, I'll go with Nicole, but I love her game.
And Cadence Turner also getting ready to check in.
We need the ball to go out of bounds or a foul or something. Shoot it.
Samaya makes her move, spins around. Shots off the mark. Another rebound for Bowers.
I'd like to see them stop the clock to let these girls in.
Stolen away by Davis. Jelani gonna pull it back.
Good decision. Now shoot that.
Olivia Cox doesn't shoot it. Instead gets in the lane, and they're gonna wipe the basket away. Olivia will be called for the offensive foul.
Olivia Cox, her first, team scored.
Closing in on a minute to play.
All right, so Nicole Rodriguez is, that's who Levi's talking about, number 5. Watched her play all the JV games as well as in some cleanup duty here for the Lady Cats. I'm really impressed with the way she handles and manages the floor. She's a leader on the court. You can just kind of tell by the way she works.
Been impressed with the play by Bowers here in these final minutes for Fayetteville. Olivia gonna do it again.
That's a foul.
We'll stay here with Conway. Down to 30 seconds. They'll have one more inbound. As it's Cadence Turner inbounding for the Lady Cats.
There we go.
Nice feed into Jelani Davis. And Davis gets it to drop.
Yeah, nice.
The Lady Cats have crossed the 70-point mark. Or I thought they had.
I think that's 71, is it not?
Well, in any event.
It matters not.
Well, after a year of frustration from the early exit a year ago in the 6A quarterfinals, the Lady Cats get back to the quarterfinals this year. First round bye, 1 seed, and they take care of business. At one point, getting the lead to 30, having the clock run for the final 4 minutes of this game. And your Lady Cats, for the 8th time in the Ashley Hutchcraft era, will be playing in the state semifinals this Saturday at noon.
I love it, and you love to see it. Join us on Saturday. This is going to be, we play the winner of Northside Central. Either one of those teams, that's going to be a battle royale, and it'll be a great time here in Rogers.
Go ahead and take a look at the final numbers offensively for your Lady Cats. 3 in double figures tonight. Chloe Clardy had 22. I thought Savannah Scott got to 13, but I may have missed that somewhere.
Okay.
Savannah Scott had 12. Emery Bohannon with 11. Samaya Jordan with 5. Kaden Beckwith with 6. And Alexis Cox with 8. So just all around great performances tonight from your starters and from Emery Bohannon off the bench. And your Lady Cats back in the semifinals. Come on, Tim.
I mean, I love it. Now, let me tell you something. I was so critical of how some things happened tonight. They put it on Fayetteville, and that's a great game.
Yeah, taking a look here at the updated bracket as the Lady Cats will play Saturday at noon, playing host to the winner of Northside and Central, which that game is at 7 o'clock tonight. So there's another boys game in between these two. So it'll be a little bit before we know who your Lady Cats will be facing on Saturday, but we will be back here in Northwest Arkansas Saturday at noon. We'll have all the action for you back home on Conway Corp and 5 Sports Live on YouTube. Our thanks tonight again to Keith Kelly, Jenna Kelly, Wayne Bailey, Ashton Brown, Javon Massey, Scott Taylor working at Stats Back Home, and as well as Kara Kirby monitoring the stream back home. Social media handled by my man Justin King. And as always, our executive producer Jeff Matthews back home taking care of us an extra night tonight, helping us stay safe with the severe weather coming through the state. Wherever you're watching from, if you're in central Arkansas or even up here in northwest Arkansas, be safe. Back on the road if you're heading home. Just make sure you're staying safe wherever you are. Some severe weather coming through tonight. We'll see you again on Saturday. Lady Cats in the semifinals. Thanks for watching.